guys, it's Lee, and today I am going to be canning some chicken breast. I'm going to be using my Presto Precise digital canner, but you can use the Nesco if you want to use digital canners. Those are the two I own, the Presto Precise and the Nesco. They both work great. You can also do it with a traditional canner on the stovetop. I just haven't canned that way. We're a small family, so the 5 quarts I can fit in my Presto are perfect for us. I want to start out by saying I don't know if this is an approved canning method or not by the USDA. So before you try this, make sure you do your research and make sure that you are comfortable with canning this way. All right, like I said, I'm canning chicken breast. Our local Giant had this on sale if you used a coupon in their app for $1.97 a pound, which is an amazing deal on chicken breast right now, boneless, skinless chicken breast. So I went ahead and bought 3 packages of it, and I'm gonna stick it in these jars and can it up for soups or chicken salad, stuff like that. The Presto Precise holds 5 quarts. This video is not sponsored, by the way, but I will leave a link down in the description box below to my Amazon storefront, where if you're interested in buying this or the Nesco, you can check those out. The Nesco is cheaper, by the way. I just prefer this one, but I use both of them. Let's go ahead and open this, and you're gonna see just how easy it is to can this chicken. I'm gonna take my jar, just came out of the dishwasher, nice and clean, and I am going to take these whole chicken breasts, put them in the jar. That's all there is to it. Put them in the jar, and you want to squish them down, so I can probably get another half chicken breast in there. You can clean these up if you like. You can add seasonings if you want. You want about an inch of headspace. If you push that down really far, you get an inch of headspace. So I'm going to do that with the rest of the jars, and then I'll be right back. Now I'm going to take each jar and wipe the rim with vinegar. This just gets off anything that might be on the rim. Next, I'm going to put my lid and ring on fingertip tight. You don't want to crank down on that because air needs to escape the jar while it's pressure canning. I forgot to mention I'm not adding any liquid to these at all. The chicken will make its own broth. That's the part that may make it not USDA recommended. Now I have the rack in the bottom of my canner. I need to add water. There is a little line in here. You can't see it. You'll just have to trust me. Whoops. Wait. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. It's right there. Anyway, I'm going to add cold water because these jars are cold. If you were, hot packing, you definitely want to add hot water in here. The water's in. I'm going to add a splash of white vinegar and load my jars into the canner. So I've put the jars in, the lid goes on, so till it's locked, and then you can't see it, but there's this little, let's see if I can, this piece locks in. You need to make sure this valve on top is set to vent. It has vent, can, vent. Make sure it's set to vent. We are going to, you can choose between pressure can and water canning. We're going to pressure can for 90 minutes. 90 minutes because it's, quarts of meat. Pints would be 75 minutes, but I'm doing quarts, so 90 minutes. And then it says insert the jars, which I've done. And now it's warming the jars. So this is one feature that the Nesco canner doesn't have. So what this is really for is to put the jars in and warm them while you're preparing whatever you're going to be canning, and then you take the jars back out. You fill them half with water, then you take them back out. That's not necessary in this case, but I'm going to go ahead and let it run through this, and then after it runs through this, it'll say load the canner or something like that. I'll be back when that happens. All right, it says fill jars. We're just going to hit the button. Now it's heating up, and once it heats up, you'll see steam coming out of one of these places here. I can take that off. And then once it starts spewing steam, the canner will begin a 10-minute countdown, and then it'll beep, and then you put this on in the can position. I'm gonna just leave it on and in the vent position for now. So this is gonna process for 90 minutes. When it's done, it'll turn off, and then it'll go into cooling mode. When it's completely done, I'll be back and we'll take the jars out of the canner. All right, so the canner is finished. It says done right here. This little pop-up thingy went down. If there's pressure inside here, this will pop up. So once it goes down, it's safe to remove the lid. So I'm going to undo this, and then I am going to very carefully take the lid off. Actually, I'm gonna just let it sit. Whoops. There we go. Sit like this for just a sec. Let some of that steam out. I'm gonna take off the lid. Everything's bubbling away nicely in there. All right, so let me take these out. Here's the first one. These look so good. Now I have these, there's a cutting board, and then this is a towel wrapped around a cutting board with a silicone mat on it. See all of that juice it made, or stock, I guess? So I'm going to let these sit here on the counter until tomorrow, and I'll come back and just show you what they look like, and we'll check to make sure everything's sealed. While I was changing the battery, 2 of them pinged already, so we just have 3 more. Hopefully they'll all seal. If they don't, you just stick it in the fridge and use it up within a few days. It's the next day. I'm taking off all the rings, and then I'm going to test the seals on these. They look really good. To test the seals, you just lift them up. Oh, I forgot to say, check to make sure that they've all pinged. Then you just lift them up by the lids and make sure they're nice and sealed. Do not put the rings back on for storage because you won't really know for sure if the seal has broken. So look how good this looks. It made plenty of broth. So now I'm just going to wash up these jars really well, and then I'm going to label them. I'm just going to put chicken and then the date, which it's September 2025 when I'm filming this. I'll put those on top, and then I have a cabinet where I store the canned items in a cool, dark place. It helps to keep them in a cool place and out of direct sunlight. I'll leave an affiliate link down below for this Presto Precise canner, as well as the Nesco canner, which I do have videos on the Nesco canner as well. I'll also leave my Amazon storefront with my favorite canning essentials linked down below in case you want to go check that out as well. Those are affiliate links. Let me know if you're going to try this. This chicken will come in so handy for soups or maybe for chicken salad. I think it is really versatile and really nice to have on the shelf.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. You can also find me over on Instagram and Facebook at Lee'sHome05 and on TikTok at Lee's Home. Thanks for watching. Bye.